Good morning. This is a quick little video on how I set up some of my Hotbars. I have a bad right eye and I have bad vision. So for instance, when I look at my screen, I can kind of read this stuff, but it's a little blurry. It's not as good as I'd like it to be. And so I go to button size. I right click on my mouse and you can go to button size and you can change the size of your buttons, and I make them 175%. The other thing you can do is I put the background as red. You can use whatever color you want. Red for me is, I use that traditionally for burns. If honestly, there's only two colors that I always stick the same. It's red for burns, and then like a brown. This is just utility stuff that I'm not going to go to, but I just use different colors because it's colorful. And the way you change colors, you go to Window, Background, and you hit Texture first. So Texture makes it a textured background that'll take a color otherwise. So you hit Texture first, so I hit Texture, and then you go to Window, Background, Tint Color, and you come up here and you can select whatever color you want. You know, you can change it to yellow. So I go back to Tint Color, change it back to red. It's like armor tints, so you can put whatever color you want. Another thing I like to do, just because I don't use the different windows or the different layers in a hotkey, is I hide the spinner. That could be annoying if you need a temporary, you run out of room and you need temporary things, so you might keep one with a spinner, or you can just summon up another. Text-wise, I can't read this little text here very well, so I have chat font size. Even that's not great, but you can't make it too big, can you? You can. Resist, so you just, oh, what the heck is happening here? Oh, I Levant it? Oh, okay. That's silly. For some reason, I just hit my Levant key. I just upright did that. But, so you can just change your font. So that's a changing, making your font bigger is one thing I do. You can, of course, do anything you want with these and figure out what looks good to you. And if you want, when you're making a hotkey, for instance, I have my Levant key in red and I have my Cloak of Shadow in yellow. Those are, again, just visual signals for me. You come up here and you can change the color of the text that you put in, if that helps. So those, I think, are the main tricks that I use. Oh, and the other thing is you can change, you go to Alpha, Window, right click, then go to Window, Alpha. Normal level is when you have selected a particular area of the screen. And I've got it at 100. But maybe when you don't have it selected, you prefer, and I often do this, a faded level so you can look through. Now you can still, this is spell bars, but say you did this and you wanted it to be a faded level so that it's not annoying you when you're not using it. You can still read the text. You still see it's there. and you can select it. But as you do this, it slowly makes more of your screen become available again. And some people, that probably would drive them insane. And so you don't do that, or you want it always, certain parts always in. I've actually kind of gotten, since I can't read that stuff anyways, I just prefer to kind of see through my area, and then it's just I come here when I need something. I know, you know your setup after a while. Anyways, this is a short little video on hotkeys. I'll let you guys go. I hope you have a wonderful morning. I'm planning to go for a walk and then with my mask on. I'll talk to you all later.